Hey all, Games Done Quick is a charity event where speedrunners from across the globe come to speedrun their selected game. The stream is literally just baton passing speedruns from one runner to the next for an entire week straight, usually raising millions of dollars for their charity of choice. During the event, speedrunners play through their run, explain exactly what is happening, and overall, just showcase the game they've poured a lot of time and passion into on a worldwide stage. So this is all stressful enough. But I played this on Ultra Nightmare when I got Hugo Martin, creative lead of Doom 2016, to be on call, watch me do a 100% speedrun of his game live.
Line up on the left side, jump.
Very nice.
And end of level trigger.
That was awesome.
This caused some interesting things to happen. So what's gathered here are highlights from the run and Hugo's reactions, as well as my commentary to provide context when needed. Enjoy.
Hello, what's up everybody? My name's Rytro with an underscore. I got two beautiful people behind me.
Hi, I'm Bloodshot 9001.
Hi, I am Meta.
And I have one more that you will not see. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Hugo Martin. I was the creative director on Doom 2016, game director on Doom Eternal. I'm a studio creative director at id Software.
So, in October, when the games list for GDQ got announced, I had the idea of maybe I can get a developer on Couch. So I contacted Mute, I contacted Bloodshot, because they both petitioned id before to get a dev on Couch for their GDQ runs. And they told me, hey, just message Tokyo Punch-Out, he'll bring it up with Hugo and the dev team. So I did that. So mid-November, they got back to me. And then I talked to them, be like, oh, hey, yeah, we need to finalize commentators soon. Can you get someone in? And he's like, oh, yeah, we could get Hugo Martin in for you. I was like, wait, Hugo? Really?
Just hanging out, watching you guys break our game. I'm very excited for this.
This guy is gonna make a bad decision real quick. All right, timer begins in 3, 2, 1, and go. So we have about 2 minutes of cutscenes coming in here. So Hugo, could you tell us exactly what was your role when producing and making Doom 2016?
It's basically like the creative director. You do gameplay, story, game direction of the overall experience. They had rebooted it in 2013. I was there throughout the development of the project. Really fun, awesome experience, great team, great people. Most of us are all still working together today.
One thing you'll notice is initially, I didn't internalize it. In retrospect, it feels a little bit obvious. I was nervous as shit right before the run, right before I was about to start. Hugo Martin joins in, it's all good. We proceed to have 30 minutes of tech issues. So my hype for the run, I was feeling good. In practice, I was hitting bunny hops. I was feeling good with my swaps, everything. And then 30 minutes of tech issues suddenly bring that all the way down to where I was like, oh God, what the fuck is gonna happen? This is gonna be some bullshit, huh? I was talking with some of the tech guys after the run, and they were telling me, yeah, hey, we called our on-call audio engineer on site to get him out of bed and get him down here to check things out. And he gave the green light of absolutely everything is perfect. And they were just like, Hugo, as long as you can hear them, we're just gonna go. We ran out of time.
Oh. And yeah, a lot of work went into this game. A lot of great memories working on this.
I'm going to take bets, opening all rotations now. Do I die in this next fight?
I say no. You haven't died a single time in this.
Now, this is a big meme because we are introduced to our most hated enemy of the run, the Imp. Why is the Imp the most hated? It's literally the first enemy introduction. Well, these guys, they hit hard on Nightmare. They are the weakest fodder enemy, and their fully charged fire attack, which we call a hit scan fireball, does 75 damage if direct hit.
Yeah, so Rytro's...
So there's a little background story on that projectile. We put a lot of effort in Doom Eternal to try to improve this. In order to increase the difficulty from I'm Too Young to Die all the way up to Nightmare, we increased prediction and the seeking on the projectile. So, as you guys know, it's basically like a heat-seeking missile, which, in hindsight, isn't exactly fun when you kind of can't avoid it in some instances. So you'll notice that Nightmare on Doom Eternal, little bit more fair. You don't quite get hit with as many heat-seeking projectiles.
Okay, we're gonna go into the first combat outside of the elevator. This is gonna be a really tough combat, very much filled with RNG and O.
See ya.
That's called a rail boost. And if you want to know what that's founded at, it actually doesn't correspond to the boost at all. It was actually named after one of a member of the community named Edward Rail Boost.
Another thing that, in hindsight, we would have loved to have done is to allow you guys to skip some of these unskippable cutscenes. My apologies.
Oh, both we thank you and also
You're forgiven.
It hurts a little because we can't skip those cutscenes. That actually leads to some very creative skips in order to skip those cutscenes later.
It is true.
Little background info. The punching of the mod bot. Originally, the full animation was he wouldn't give you what you needed. It was like malfunctioning or you didn't put in the code, and then you punched it to take what you wanted.
We're gonna get up to here to like one of my biggest regrets. Actually, hold on. I think the comment was deleted on the official VOD, but I took a screenshot just in case, and thank goodness GDQ staff have moderation, but this is the comment I received on the run that had the most upvotes underneath the official GDQ VOD. This is great. Props to Hugo for being chill about constantly being interrupted and ignored. And I think a comment like this got so headway, a lot of people agreed with it and whatnot because of situations like this. Here, I'll play.
To shorten the experience, we just left in the punch because needing to go through that bit while it was funny the first time, by the third time, you wanted to punch it. But we just left in the punch.
All right, yeah.
I love it.
While you were explaining that, we skipped the last combat encounter by jumping over a trigger, and now we have to wait as Vega explains to us all about things about the combat, but I have different plans. Come on. There we are.
Very nice.
For people who don't know, that room specifically has a door underneath, and if you look at just the right spot, you can actually interact with it from the blocked room. So
I did not try to segue from what Hugo said. And I think that's kind of why, because there's a lot to talk about, or else the audience will be freaking confused the whole run. So, as much as I was like, that's cool, great backstory, Hugo, I had to move. I'm about to clip through a floor in like 2 seconds. I need to explain that, or else it will take the audience by surprise. And, like, okay, I let him finish. Because that's the thing. He's there on the couch to ramble. I won't interrupt him. However, like with my stuff, I had to micromanage between speedrun explanation, letting Hugo speak, etc. And I guess all these people are saying, the people of the comment I showed on screen a little bit ago, wanted that a little bit more transition, which I guess it adds to continuity and flow of the stream a little bit. However, think about how much value me saying, wow, that's a funny fact, Hugo. Oh, we're about to clip through a floor. Like, is there much value in that? It's ultimately not too important, so I decided to disregard that when I had to frickin' get on an explanation. But would be nice if you and Hugo watched the speedrun and did commentary instead of during the speedrun, but that's not GDQ. Like, yeah, I agree, that would be nice, but it's not GDQ. GDQ is all about doing a run live reactions and whatnot. Yeah, I would like to see, like, a full run with literally just filled with him riffing with a friend about the run's tricks and whatnot and everything and wondering what just happened. That'd be super entertaining. But it's like a different thing than what GDQ is, you know?
So, there's so many incredible people contributed to this. I will do my best to try to remember all of the who did what stuff.
Yeah, can we get a shout out in the crowd to the devs real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
They made some pretty darn fun games.
They really did.
And that's really what's important. So basically, we need to grab this collectible, kill these few imps coming here. Okay, he got away. I'll let him get away. And that was a good combat. I'm out of here.
I like the explosive barrels in Doom 2016 more than Doom Eternal. I think there's just a little bit more screen shake, there's a little bit more polish on them. I think they look really good.
Yes. Okay, well, so we just went out of bounds. And one might notice that there's not a zombie there. Because we took that rail boost route out of that arena, we actually skip the trigger to load in that zombie, so we just get a floating key card and a not so scary jump scare.
Yeah, so this game has...
This is incredible, by the way. You're bypassing such an enormous amount of work. It's fascinating.
You should have required us to do it. I need to get hit real quick. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Nobody. I accidentally made.
Oh, well, you got hit.
All right. In my defense, people, I do have cheats installed for marathon safety, and I may have just accidentally hit my no clip.
All right. So I have cheats enabled for practice for the run in case anything goes wrong. You know, last case scenario type stuff. And while I was practicing before the run, I hit the God mode key because it gives you, 1, you don't take damage, 2, you gain infinite ammo. So I was practicing boosts so I didn't have to reload checkpoint or grab ammo. And then when like I said, the 30 minutes of tech issues happened, I forgot to re-enable because we were focusing on the test issues. My attention was divided elsewhere. So, yeah, I was a filthy fucking cheater for the first 11 minutes. My bad about that. Nothing hit you so hard. There was a couple attacks, but yeah, it didn't, like, change the route or anything. It's just funny. I guess Rytro really wasn't exaggerating when he called himself a god gamer.
Yeah. There was a big discussion during development about the airlocks and whether or not it made sense that you would walk out onto the surface of Mars. And ultimately, we decided, who cares? A little bit more on that. You see how obviously how fast you move in Doom, and you know you're ripping through the space. Waiting on airlocks every time you wanted to go outside proved to be extremely frustrating.
That is the first time I missed that boost. I've never gotten a boost that week before.
Hey, that one I interrupted Hugo a little. I was just too focused on the run. Oh, that one's my bad, Chief.
I'm gonna say, is there even really anything else to know other than there's demons?
That's true. That's kind of the answer.
You'd be surprised with how, like, I'm not gonna lie. Doom 2016's plot is actually very decent. I gotta give a hands to the writers for their remarkable job making the dialogue for Samuel Hayden, Olivia, everybody.
Yeah, I think...
I wrote it.
You wrote it? Wait, did you write the dialogue specifically? Or, you did? Wow. Okay, well, thank you.
Great job.
I have to come clean. I have an admission, crowd. There was no community member named Edward Railboost.
What?
All right.
What? Can you believe this? No.
So rail boosting gets its name actually from a mechanic called foot grabbing. Now, this is an accessibility feature in games to where if you barely miss the ledge, like if you were trying to aim for that rail, but you were like right here, you, as a fault of human psychology, felt like you should have made the jump. But because you fell, you're just like, ah, man, crap game, doesn't even jump well. So what the devs did is that they gave you a little bit of speed to make the jump in such a scenario. That's what we call a foot grab. Now, that's how rail boosts get their speed, and how they keep the speed is that normally the foot grab would reset as soon as you made contact. But certain surfaces, primarily rails, who would have thought, don't reset your speed. So we can use that to basically skip stuff.
A little background. The facility voice is actually one of the voices of the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh. No way.
Oh, really?
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So wait, this is what mixing sugar, spice, and everything nice gets us?
Yeah.
I have a whole new perspective on the show.
And so, Hugo, I know you were talking about like aim shooting in the back and that kind of thing. I know there's a system in this game, I think it's called like the token system, having to do with like how the demons interact with you and stuff. Can you tell us a bit more about that system?
Okay, yeah, it's basically in order for the player to not get overwhelmed and for there on the different difficulty levels to be a certain amount of balance, they take turns when it comes to heavy attacks. So if we didn't have a token system, then every single enemy that was in the room would be firing at you at the same time. Which would get very, well, it'd be impossible. You'd die pretty quickly. So on easy, they're only one of them at a time can fire. Then there's a cooldown between their heavy attacks. So even though you might have 6 enemies in a room on easy, only one at a time is shooting at you. And then as you go up to different difficulties, it increases where they can fire their heavy attacks sooner and more of them can do it at the same time.
That's a fantastic question from us. Honestly, whenever we wanted to talk about a fundamental mechanic, we should have instead asked Hugo to explain it. I feel like that's one area to improve upon. If I were to do something like this again with a dev on couch, probably have more of those questions sprinkled around where the dev can explain fundamental game mechanics and their opinions on it, and then we get into the technical details and we try to keep that separate balance.
I'm going to do what's known here as a paperclip. Basically, the walls in this game are paper thin, like they're literally a pixel wide. So if you find some place where the walls don't quite exactly align, like right here, we can
Wiggle right through.
right through.
That's unbelievable.
Okay, so now I'm gonna do some out-of-bounds platforming here so that we don't have to watch Olivia shut down access and everything. I gotta jump right here, taking this very slow, go down, line up on the left side, jump.
Very nice.
And end of level trigger.
That was awesome.
So we're gonna do one thing right off the bat here, which you might not even really notice. If we just jump up here, there's no collision.
Nice.
This is a very hard trick. My bad. I'll go for it again. It is very, very difficult. I could use a second of concentration as I try to get the platforming exactly right.
You got it.
Okay.
I just find it fascinating that you guys figure all this stuff out. It's amazing.
Talks about how I interrupted Hugo and how I didn't let him speak. I asked for a fucking moment of silence, and what did he do? And I'm the rude one. No, it's fine. To be fair, Hugo didn't quite understood the gravity of the etiquette to go on with this event, so maybe you can't really fault him too much. But man...
I'll give it one more try. Oh, okay. One more part of the trick. One more part of the...
Last part. Oh, yeah,
okay,
you know
we
what?
got it. Good
we
enough.
take those.
We
We
got it.
absolutely take those.
So for the crowd, that saves 2 seconds.
Pretty awesome.
So I lost a minute and a half there, maybe, just to get a trick that saves 2 seconds, but fuck it, it's my run, I do what I want.
Runes are basically permanent upgrades you can slot in.
You can hear me reverberate a little bit on Hugo's sound setup. Hugo was using speakers to, like, listen to us and whatnot. He didn't have headphones, so constantly through the run, I would hear something in my headphones. It was actually just me, Meta, or Bloodshot reverberating, and I would think it was Hugo speaking to me. So I'd be like, sorry, what was that? It's because I constantly thought he was trying to speak. And I think that's maybe also goes to the comment I said earlier, where it felt like I kept interrupting him. Because, yeah, audio was coming through his mic. It was just us. It was our audio.
Here's another little thing that drives me nuts. So you'll notice that you can't see the edge of the glass on that sphere, which just looks odd. So
I never noticed that before, actually.
Actually, now I'm going to never be able to unsee that.
I thought we were supposed to ruin the game for you, Hugo, not the other way around.
there's like, during the course of development, especially after launch, there's good people at QA whose job it is to identify bugs and issues, and they make lists of like hundreds of these things, even thousands. And it's impossible to police them all. And so much of what you guys are doing is riding what they would classify as a bug.
Yeah.
And then what I learned, I've been here now 11 years and, closely involved with all this stuff, with development, post-launch stuff. And as I got to know the speedrunner community, just so everybody knows, we love you guys. We don't care that you do this. It's the best thing ever. If a bug that you ride gets fixed, it's not intentional at all. Like, we don't even know that it happens. It's kind of impossible to police it. It's like, because I don't know. I mean, I've had speeches where I'm like, well, we got to be careful. And it's like, well, there's like 1,000 bugs we're going to fix with this patch. So which of them do you not want us to touch? I'm like, I don't know what they use.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is, how to put it, while on the subject of patching out bugs related to speedrun, Doom 2016 actually is played on current patch.
I'm not gonna bring up the can of worms of id patching out Doom Eternal, like stuff live on stream and all that crap. You can tell I was kind of thinking about maybe just saying it and then brushing it to the side. But then, like, I recollected myself. It's like, okay, what's the silver lining? Doom 2016 didn't pitch out any speed tech. So cool on them. Don't want anything hostility-wise between me and the developer when I still have 2 hours left on the run. Yeah, in case you're wondering, it does patch out speedrunner tech in Doom Eternal. And it's kind of like, it's like, oh yeah, they don't know it's speedrunner tech, but the only way they could have figured it out was by watching a speedrun. So that means not even Hugo, but some dev had to by necessity. How big was the commentary outline? Actually, good question. I have it on Google Drive. Let me pull it up real quick. Found it. So this was the document I shared with Bloodshot Meta about the outline of the run. It is 11 pages. Basically, the TLDR is what expectations I had and everything. And then basically I had the run bullet listed the whole time of what I was doing and what I would try to explain. Of which, how much did I use? Very little, because Hugo Martin threw off all of this, but that's what he was there to do. So, you know, you gotta have a plan in order to deviate from it, you know?
If only there was some way to skip to the end of the level so I didn't have to destroy filters and unlock the ending area. I wonder if I could do something.
If only the technology was there.
And now we are jumping, and now we are here.
And the level's done. Great job.
That is hilarious. So another little backstory. The Hellraiser is one of the least effective AI in the game because he has so many sort of intro animations and he does so many like taunts and roars and wind-ups that, you know, for skilled players, by the time he actually gets a shot off, you guys have all killed him 3 times over.
He's all bark and no bite.
Yes.
That being
He's fun. He's got good reactions, but he's just very, very slow to engage the player.
This combat counter seems really scary. I'm out of here. I'm gonna do a little thing here.
Oh!
Dude, I got hit by 3 things.
Okay, not 3, 2 fireballs, but those were both Mancubus direct shots, so.
These fastballs are
This
wild.
arena, you can sometimes just instantly die. Unfortunately, there's just like nothing you can do. Like it just, they're too strong. There's too many of them, and we're ignoring them. So,
Our apologies.
It's okay. Yeah, so Hugo, I think there might be a story behind these levers, right?
Just Jason O'Connell put them in the game to be able for us to access retro levels.
that didn't
in the game.
happen. Sorry, continue, Hugo.
No, that's it. And just to be as like a deep super secret to be able to access some of the retro levels, which I'm sure you guys know on Nightmare, the balance of some of those retro levels is pretty intense because the spaces are pretty tight and they don't quite fit the more modern AI, but they're still really fun to find anyway.
Yeah, we actually, this is sort of off topic, but we have a category on speedrun.com for all the classic levels. So you can like load them up all from the menu, and yeah, we have a category for running all of those single segment back to back.
That's awesome.
We are good.
So one of the things we learned in the game with spaces like this, call them donut arenas, is that when there's a large central element in the arena, hole in the floor or giant pillar or something, it just, the player runs around it like a racetrack. It's just, you know, they'll just follow it around and around. They'll game the AI, and so it's kind of an ongoing joke in the map. The guys give me a hard time about it because I'm always just screaming no donuts.
Feel like I'm gonna be a broken record, but like, goddamn, that is, yes, exactly what I wanted. The discussion of how they had a bunch of donut arenas is just fucking, it's interesting. I don't know. I like hearing about the dev process. I tried talking with Meta, Bloodshot, a few others at the event if we could give any specific questions for Hugo while he was on the stand. But unfortunately, all we had was just very basic of what do you think of this mechanic, what do you think of the speedrun, etc., etc. Unfortunately, we just aren't, how do I say it, we aren't interviewers.
Give me 2 seconds, I'm gonna go grab some, I gotta get a snack or something.
That is
No
fair. While you are getting that snack, we just skipped all the way up to this rune trial.
This was evidence number 1 of how Hugo Martin did not know what GDQ exactly was. I try playing off like it's cool. I try playing off like it's cool because, like, I don't know. I was just like, wait, you're leaving? Okay, just move on as fast as possible. While you're doing that, we're going to be doing this. Also, I just want to point out, I'm surprised how much chat is taking positively to Hugo saying, I have to go grab a snack. Everyone is having such a good vibe. I think it's because they're as off-put as I am. They're like, wait, what? Did he just casually say that? And you gotta give him some respect.
A solid part of like skill when it comes to running 100% is improvising when something goes wrong, because there's so much you have to keep track of. There's so many things you have to do. Most of the time, something's going to go wrong, and you have to learn how to adapt to that. Rytro is very good.
Yeah, a lot of the complicated things in 100% is routing it. There's like over 150 plus collectibles, so many progression trees, so many perks you get for mastering things. So a lot of the nerds in the Doom community have really, and I mean really, routed the heck out of this. So thank you to them. The main two I have to really give shout-outs to are Darave and Dangerous, who put so much time into routing Classic. I can't have 100% for speedrun without Classic people like Bite Me, Red Warrior, and Minifish as well. So
Absolutely.
Can the crowd give me a good shout-out to all of them?
Heck yeah.
I love Bite Me. Another friend.
We all love Bite Me.
Yeah, he is, without Bite Me, I don't think I'd be here running this today.
One thing I want to briefly mention there. Yeah, that's a lot of people who, like, those 5 did the main, like, routing / progression of 100% as we know it today and how we got. There's actually a few people I didn't thank that I would like to. The main one being, like, Speed of Lux. She was a 100% runner near the end of COVID, and she was actually the person who was, her with help with Red Warrior and various others, as all things in the community are, rerouted all of Cattinger. Also Slig for being second place and finding a lot of setups for things. There are a lot, and I mean a lot of people who put time and effort into this. Hell, even the any percent runners contributed a lot because strats they would find would sometimes be useful.
And one there.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. And watch this lever spawn in. Oh, unless...
Oh.
What's alive?
It has to be an imp.
It's an imp. It's always an imp.
Where would an imp be?
Underneath. Check towards the right-hand side. Oh, nope. There. Yep.
Hiding
I told you, though. It's always an imp.
See, I used to be a speedrunner at one point, but then I took an arrow to the knee.
Oh, no.
Shoutouts to id leaving a bunch of Easter eggs in this game. There's a lot.
Yeah, that's the tradition of the studio.
There is a lot of cool Easter eggs in this game. Like the soundtrack by Mick Gordon. If you put it into a spectrogram, some of his tracks will straight up make a pentagram.
There's also like 666 and
yes. So you could just tell that y'all were having a lot of fun making this game. Okay. By the way, shout outs to the soundtrack. Soundtrack is good, but you don't need me to tell me that. You have your ears to tell you that.
Bloodshot specifically told me this after the run, I think. Was like, but going through his head, what he told me was like, bringing up Mick with their controversy? Are you... I was like, my mindset at this was, regardless of like the id Software Mick Gordon drama, he did do the soundtrack. It would be a disservice not to mention it. I'm not going to bring up the drama or court case or lawsuit. Whatever. He made the soundtrack. He did a good job. That's all I wanted to say. Did I bait chat? Wow, Hugo has nothing to add about Mick? Why might that be? Yeah, chat definitely knew. Chat was running with it.
I'll be right back.
All right, catch you in a second.
I thought at the time that he left because I brought up Mick Gordon and everything, and he needed to quickly, like, message his publicist, like, hey, how should I approach this situation or something? But no. No, you will know by the time he gets back that that's not at all what he was doing. Hugo is tired of seeing his game destroyed, went to grab some extra snack. Chat is really loving when Hugo is taking a break. Sheesh.
Hello.
Welcome
back.
I got Cheerios.
Yeah, you know what? I wish I had some.
Famous line. This was somehow the line that got memed about most on Reddit. I was told about this most after the run, that people thinking Hugo coming back with Cheerios is one of the best things, and honestly, it's great.
So Armor Defensive is by far the hardest rune in the game to master. We'll get into it a bit, but we need to pick up 2,500 pieces of armor, which that is a lot.
Frankly, yeah. In an Ultra Nightmare run especially, that is excruciatingly difficult. Hugo, was it ever expected that you would be able to do 100% completion on like an Ultra Nightmare save file?
You know, it's very hard to test all of that stuff. I mean, everything we put into the game, if it's a reward or a challenge, like obviously, we want to make sure it's possible. We have QA working hard on that stuff. But, excuse me, I have little Cheerios in my throat. But if it's in the game, we thought it was possible. It sounds like it is. It's just extremely, extremely hard.
It takes a lot of routing.
We had
But
to
it is
route
totally
a
possible.
long time to do it, so you guys got close enough, which is all we can thank you for. I have one of the hardest challenges in the run coming up, so Could use serious time? Question mark.
I had this bit planned. Like, this was a joke I had planned, and it fell very short just because of commentary leading up didn't give me enough time. I was gonna say I need serious time for this part of the run. Gonna do this whole rune trial, which is literally just moving from place to place, jumping. And I was gonna say, thank you, really needed that. That is the hardest rune trial in the run to stay awake during. But I started it a little too late, so I didn't know how to recover the joke, and now we just get this awkward thing for like 25 seconds. Like, not my proudest moment. Not my proudest moment. It's gonna happen, people. It's gonna happen. Okay, I couldn't even make the joke because Hugo brought this bit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you guys?
We are in our facility destroyed currently.
This
No,
and also
like-
Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pittsburgh,
Yes.
yeah.
And what time is it there?
It's currently 12:08 a.m.
Yeah. Staying
So
up late
is there like a gaming convention going on that week there or something?
Yeah, this is Games Done Quick, a week-long 24/7 charity speedrun marathon. So,
And it's like a couple days.
a whole week.
And are people like staying at that hotel?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Yep, and we have a gorgeous crowd behind us. Make some noise, everybody.
Yeah, like it's incredible. Like
We are-
when I turn this on, I'm like, holy cow! It's in the middle of the week. There's tons of people there.
Yeah, yeah.
So
we're
this
all-
is like your QuakeCon.
Yes, it is, and we're all here benefiting the Prevent Cancer Foundation
Yeah,
this week. So
this is the QuakeCon of speedrunning, if that makes sense.
But yeah, Hugo did not know what GDQ was. So part of the application process of me getting into GDQ and requesting Hugo to get on was I sent Tokyo a bunch of information. I included that explanation saying that, like, yeah, the streams get like tens of thousands of views. The VODs get hundreds of thousands of views in some instances. Because, you know, I'm trying to play it up. I'm trying to be like, yeah, hey, Hugo, coming on here's a benefit, right? And I think that info just got lost in translation somewhere. For one, didn't get forwarded, or two, Hugo just didn't have enough time to look at it or something. Don't blame Hugo. If I was a dev of Doom, I would be like him. I mean, he's an important person of other things. He didn't even know speedrunning was really a thing until Eternal came out and he did that IGN React thing, right? I get it how he isn't too immersed. He probably wouldn't know of GDQ. I just thought somebody would have told him, or maybe he would have looked into it a little, but he doesn't even know what he was invited to. No one told Hugo that this was a 2.5-hour run. What did he think what was happening? So they asked Hugo to get on call. He was like, sure. Okay, it wasn't that simple, but effectively, this poor man has no idea that 64,000 people are listening to him eat Cheerios live. Yeah, a lot of people just assume he had to be haphazardly in. No, this was months in the making. I'm just watching chat, all that stuff, and everyone is just thinking about it's Hugo's innocence. That's all it is. It's Hugo's innocence. Okay, so this is way more figured than it being wholesome, than it being like, man, can't believe Hugo didn't take this seriously. Okay, I was just wondering on public, because I was thinking it was going to be like, oh, the public aren't going to react well to this. But no, everyone seems to be. I think this is getting Hugo some bonus points.
And so you're just speed running stuff all week.
Yes.
all
Is there
day,
like
every day.
a LAN party there and stuff?
Oh, we...
Pretty much all the time, yep.
On some of the PCs, let's just say some of us, I'm not going to say who, but maybe it might be certain Doom aficionados, were maybe using computers to play Quake instead of practice for Wednesday. Don't know who, but it could be the case.
You're exposing us.
Now we move on to Advanced Research Complex, where this is the second act low point, because this is my hardest level in the run, I'd say. But we have some levity. Devastator round ticks are getting headshots on enemies, but on the train, you count as an enemy. That specifically only works on horizontal moving platforms, and we don't know why.
Because Doom.
Level was designed by David Fargo.
So that's my arch nemesis, who's ended many of my runs.
Soldier 2.
Okay, so we're gonna meet Samuel Hayden, and by meet Samuel Hayden, I mean skip his cutscene. So I'm gonna just wiggle at this, looking for the exact spot I can clip in, and we're hitting
Nice.
route.
Okay. Very nice.
So we love Samuel Hayden, great voice acting, great character, but it's 2 minutes, 45 seconds talking to him. So instead, we're gonna clip out of bounds, grab a secret level.
Nice. Yeah, that
Not
trigger.
fall out of bounds.
Good level.
That trigger extends ever so slightly out of bounds, so we just like inch on top of it without falling down, and we can just barely grab it.
Where I just dropped down to was the elevator after you get done talking to Samuel Hayden. And I'm going to try to clip back in bounds by doing a little bit of a lineup. Walk forward, jump, and we just gotta wait for the zombie over here. Come over here, bud. I believe in you. Gonna pull out my chainsaw.
Okay, first of all, I'm sitting here slack-jawed because you just did like the hardest out-of-bounds movement in the game, just like without making a comment.
And we are...
And you're back in. Very nice. Great job, Rytro.
That was ridiculous. That was amazing.
Hugo, if you don't mind, a little bit of insight. How did you guys go about like designing / balancing the BFG in this game as we're about to get to it?
We don't. Basically, it's very tricky because it's a great gun, you know, iconic to the franchise, but it is the kill everything button.
So we have to time it so that we don't double jump too early before.
Also, if Bloodshot flinched here, you you may have noticed for a brief second there was like this big enemy in the hallway there. I don't know why, but that is a 100% consistent like visual glitch. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but
go ahead, Hugo.
Oh, no, Hugo, go ahead. Hugo, yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to spoil it. I mean, we could save it.
Yeah, we can save it. Let's just say that was alluding to something that might happen in the future. Who knows?
I want to point out, why do they hate Hugo? Yeah, we all hate him. I don't know. I feel like, okay, maybe it's just that we're not giving him opportunity to speak, but every time he does speak, we do like, sorry, Hugo, continue. And then he intentionally chose there to, wouldn't want to spoil it. He decided that, and who am I to tell Hugo fucking Martin no? Hold on, wait, I see the most based chat message. I can't help but not bring this up. Guys, if Hugo wasn't aware of what is happening, I bet the runners had the whole run commentary planned, and they're defaulting as well. Hugo will chime in when he needs to, but we can be chill and let him speak when he wants. Oh my! This chatter was completely correct! That's a paid shill. Fuck off, Loose Nut. Nobody has ever gotten it so correct other than this. Be brave now. Salute to you, sire.
I am going to make coffee.
Fair.
Absolutely.
I need it. I'll be right back.
All right.
So, another base take. He just said he needed more coffee. That means he's probably feeling tired. He wasn't energetic enough because, you know, it's late at night. It's 11 p.m. for him, you know? He probably would go asleep right now.
Which game is easier to speedrun, Eternal or 2016?
That is such a great question. I'm going to be real. It depends on what you mean by easy.
It also depends on which category. I mean, if we're talking about 100% Ultra Nightmare, because that's the category we're running. Right, Troy, you've run both, so...
Yes. I will say, to stay alive, Doom 2016 is definitely harder to... Like, how depthful, how complicated the speedrun can go goes to Eternal. There is a lot of good movement tech, and Doom 2016 is unfortunately just a little bit too simple in design to really compete with the behemoth that is Doom Eternal speedrunning.
They're both still fantastic runs.
They're both very fun runs in their own right, don't get me wrong. Sometimes the simple experience is more enjoyable depending on your preferences. Although I say simple, but there is like a lot going on every instance if you heard me talk.
Simple as he masters like 5 things at once, sure.
We just inserted flight mobility. Right on time, Meta, thank you. But we are on to the last part of Lazarus, which you might not be expecting, but there are boss fights in this game. What? And what we are going to face is the perfect fusion of flesh and machine known as the Cyber Demon. And why do I have the haste power up here? Because I have a power up that will give a little damage shockwave when power-ups ends. And the Cyber Demon's right behind this door, and he actually takes damage from that power-up wearing.
No friggin' way.
So it's a little bit optimal if you do that.
You're teaching me stuff.
All right, so first things first.
I love that little sliver.
And...
Beautiful, beautiful. And
yeah, it was
great
dead.
phase 1. Great phase 1.
What was that, like 7 seconds, 8 seconds?
It could be faster.
Yeah.
Do you want to know how it could be faster?
Sure.
All right, so the BFG has this little hidden trick. of that it deals damage, the tendrils of the BFG deal damage per frame the game is running, not per in-game time. So if we could stop time somehow, I imagine what can happen.
But however,
Can't
would we do that?
Can you?
Oh, I stopped time.
And he's dead.
And, yeah, that's good phase 2.
What, this fight took me forever. We microwaved him, get wrecked. Oh no, frame-based mechanics. Seems like chat very much enjoyed that.
By the way, that BFG time slow strat saves literally 2 seconds. So Hugo, we only have about 4 levels left in the run. What do you think so far? Just general impressions.
I'm always blown away. I mean, I think the just the whole community of speedrunning and the way that guys figure all this stuff out, memorize it, it's just fascinating to me. That you can even remember, just how to put it all together. It shows an enormous amount of dedication.
It is a lot, and I mean a lot of practice and remembering. I had to have a document open for my first few runs just to make sure I didn't forget.
By the time that I had stopped running 100%, I still was using the document.
Okay, now we want to master Rich Get Richer. Basically, if we get full armor, we get mastery ticks towards Rich Get Richer. So what I want to do during this is get full armor 12 times in a row. And how am I going to do that? Well, first things first, I am going to get full armor from an armor upgrade, grab a siphon grenade, I am going to stand in the goo and throw a siphon grenade at this guy and get full armor about 7 different times. And 12 different times.
Beautiful.
Rich Get Richer is mastered.
Amazing. So yeah, obviously you're taking damage from the toxic pool and you're siphoning that right back from the zombie.
Yes.
Oh, so clever.
We designed that whole area for that system.
Really?
Did you?
Wow.
Are you lying to
I'm
Thank
totally
you.
lying.
All right, Hugo, while we're finishing up this combat here, I actually have a little bit of a question for you.
Sure.
If you had to pick, what would you say is the most, the thing you enjoyed most about the run so far?
The stuff that you've done a couple times where you min-max, where you're like, taking damage, delivering damage, or like, gaming the BFG while also with low health. It's like those clever little moments where you're able to, reduce hours of grind to seconds is kind of remarkable.
That, unfortunately, I cannot take credit for. I have to give homage to all the UN runners who came before me. We are truly sitting on the shoulders of giants when it comes to speedrunning.
I've never actually seen that. Like the speed run that I saw at IGN one, I think I was in, was just purely getting through it. Like I saw a lot of the rail boosting and skipping giant sections, and that was definitely incredible. But I don't believe during that run that they were also trying to hit masteries and things like that. I think they were just trying to get through the game as fast as they could. This is my first time watching, I think it is, someone do masteries, which has added a whole new dimension to this that I hadn't seen before.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the point that you're touching in upon is that a lot of people respect the any percent run. It is awesome. It's in its own right. And if you have to do everything, what kind of challenges does that, get? What specific challenges are because of that? And I think that's why for a lot of people, they love the 100% UN category, because you are effectively doing everything on the highest difficulty and have to be a mastery of all of it, which is just a completely different experience than the any percent run.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Here are the Hell Guards. These are guardians of hell who protect places of importance to it. They're also worms.
Little backstory, you'll see those worms dead in the earlier parts of the levels. They're on the ground, and we were going to have it so those worms were actually an AI that you would fight in the game level, but it didn't work out that way.
But that's cool. I actually never noticed the worm fact before. That's a neat.
Yeah, where did you say they were?
They're lying on the ground in one of the tunnels, I think, before you get here.
Oh, okay.
If we beat that guy easy, well, now there's 2 of them, and I wonder what we can possibly do. 5, 4, 3, 2.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
I cannot over tell you how much I love the soundtrack of all the Doom games, DLCs included. All the composers did such a great job.
Right. Do you have a preference?
Favorite
track?
You're asking for my favorite track? I actually think it goes to Andrew Holschult, I think, who did the track for Blood Swamps in the first DLC.
Oh, yeah.
That it's just, it hits different.
I cannot imagine how happy Hugo was that I said a non-Mick Gordon track as my favorite Doom song.
I guess, Hugo, quick question. When you made Ammo Boost, or I guess like when the creative team made Ammo Boost, have a chance to give BFG, were you aware of how completely broken that would be, or did you just like, yeah, it's broken, but let the kids have fun?
No, to be honest, there's more exploit in 2016 than intended. I don't know that you ever intend for an exploit, but sometimes it's just, there's a line, you know, it's like, hey, look, if they do X, Y, and Z, they earned it. Like, you know, who cares? Like, if they want to play that way,
yeah,
why not? But there's admittedly, there's more in 2016 than we would like, you know? And that's not to interfere with your guys' speed runs. There's just definitely little formulas where you're like, well, that's a little too easy to break this, you know?
I think that's a fair
Rich
perspective.
get richer and things like that. Like, as fun as Rich get richer is, it's subjective though. It's like, if you're good and you could, you know, not take damage and you get all the, well, then you deserve the power, you know?
yeah,
I will say it does live up to its name.
it does.
Yeah.
This is why I wish we had more questions prepared, but we did try coming up with a question doc, questions to try to ask Hugo. These were a couple of them near the ends that I already had pre-planned a little, and just hearing Hugo's responses and everything, I kind of wish I prepped like at least like one question per level.
I have nothing more other to say other than just enjoy. We call this vegan skip. So we're gonna line up right here.
Can we get one big wee as soon as we go up here? Wee!
We skip
Fantastic!
and we skip the entire elevator section. Oh, and also the
You lied! That was the last one!
I love that hole-in-one there.
Gorgeous.
All right, last level. We have Argent Dinner. Now, if anyone says that we're going to eat this level up like it's dinner, I've heard the joke already, okay?
I don't know if I can help myself.
Stop!
There is a section here that I actually wanted to show off that I didn't get to show off during the run. I forgot because, okay, run, stress, everything, commentary, etc. The thing I wanted to showcase, which I have showcased before, is that if you fall here, if you enable God mode so that you can't die, there is literally a field that will trampoline you back up with the same speed you came down on, as like an out-of-bounds prevention mechanism. And it is funny as fuck, and I'm so sad I didn't get to showcase it.
Which is your favorite level to speedrun?
Bloodshot and Meta, feel free to answer too. But I actually like speedrunning Lazarus out of all things.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking 100%, probably Argent Noir, honestly. There's some really cool stuff in here.
Yeah.
I'm a big, I didn't do much speedrunning this, but I did a lot of score runs. I think Necropolis was one of my favorite levels.
All good. I like Necropolis a lot for his combat, but that's about it. Just Lazarus, I love the bunny hopping and the movement you can do, and when you get it right, it feels so right.
Props to Hugo for asking us what our favorite levels to speedrun. I wish Hugo, how'd I put it? I guess this is, like, I can't really force somebody to be this, but I guess, like, in an ideal world, like, wish he would have been, you know, more inquisitive a little bit on the speedrun side of, like, how do you guys even do this? Or, how do you find it? Or, what's your favorite tech in the run? Something like that. Or, what's your favorite thing that we did? I wish there was a little bit of, you know, back and forth between there. But he talks when he wants to. We try to get some stuff out of him. I feel like we need to coax these things off by being a little bit more personal, asking a few more questions and stuff like that. That's something to improve on for next time.
There's a little bit of criticism that this level gets because it doesn't quite have the mazy flow of the earlier levels, you know, like Surface and stuff like that. But they're some of my faves because the point of it is really just about purity of the combat. It's like, here's some arena sandboxes. You got all the weapons, you got all the masteries, you've learned the game. So it's kind of like just all about combat, going from giant pillbox to giant pillbox to flex. We're able to track what levels get played the most, and you know, everybody plays the levels that you think they would, because there's so many good ones in 2016. But these actually get played, I believe, statistically the most.
Yeah, I believe it's the same way in Eternal with Final Sin.
Yeah. It's just, exactly, we built that the same exact way. It's like, the level that if you're really good at the game, just turn it on and rip through it slaughter everything and have a quick little 40 minutes of fun.
But yeah, I can't say. I think the endings of all the Doom games are done remarkably well because they, cut it with all the crud and say, like, you just want to try to kill things as fast as possible, right? And finally, we're going to do one BFG to finish off the run. I showcased a lot of the route, which is what I wanted to do here, as there was a lot of good things. So time will end as soon as I glory kill Olivia here. In 3, 2, 1, time.
Great job.
Very impressive.
This run is chaotic. There's a lot that go wrong, and some of the mistakes you see tonight are mistakes that I would reset over and over and over again. But I'm just glad I could showcase all the new changes and most of it for you all.
A lot changing for you.
It's pretty damn impressive.
Thank you. That means a lot coming from the creative lead. Hugo, do you have anything you want to tell the people watching at home?
Hey guys, thanks all of you, speedrunning community, people in the audience, people watching everywhere. We really appreciate all your support. We make these games for you, put a ton in them. So I find speedrunning to be really satisfying because you guys really dig into the details of the game. We really do our best to fill it with as many details as we can. You guys don't miss a beat. You meticulously go through it all, and it's very satisfying to see when the audience puts so much into what you spent so much time and energy making. What we do it for you guys, and thank you so much again.
Thank you.
For all the support.
Let's get one more round for developers interacting with speedrunning.
Sorry. The man of Cheerios and coffee. Fuck yes. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just want to say personally, because Hugo's here, thank you for helping the dev team and all the developers basically making games that are super fun to speedrun. Last couple years mentally have been not too good for me. And speedrunning has been a good way to escape from that and focus on something and drive all that negative energy into something I'm passionate about and like a lot. And to be able to showcase the same run that arguably got me into FPS speedrunning, it means a lot. So
That's awesome, man.
You at
Thank
home,
you so much.
Hugo, Meta, Bloodshot, everyone in the crowd, I appreciate all of you. And
Great job, buddy.
and without saying, this doesn't need saying, but I'll say it anyways. Rip and tear.
Rip and tear.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Till
Have a
it's
good
done.
one.
I was holding back tears. I'm gonna be real. I was conked out on adrenaline, caffeine, all that stuff reaching an all-time low. I remember I turned on my phone, I saw a message from an IRL friend who just by coincidence, like, saw the run. And was so hyped about it. I had to leave for like a couple seconds because like I had to have a couple tears go down there, you know. But yeah, overall, that's a way better run than I gave it credit for during. I felt like that was pretty good. I'm glad I was able to pull off something like that for GDQ. I just wish the run was a little less ass.